I was asked, what do I eat in a day on this carnivore diet that I'm on? And again, I don't like carnivore diet because it sounds like a fad diet. It sounds like something that's temporary, and this is not temporary. This is what I plan on doing for the rest of my life because it's so good for you and so amazing. So I started out buttering up the pan with some grass-fed butter. Sometimes I'll use ghee or beef tallow, but that is the best way to go without using any seed oils. Obviously, we got a decent amount of bacon and sausage. And if I'm gonna have bacon or sausage, I get it from a butcher shop. Nothing from any place like a Walmart or anything like that, where who knows what the pigs were fed. I like my meat sources to be as good and as clean as possible. Like I said, grass-fed, grass-finished. But if you're just starting out and you just want to, if what you can afford is whatever meat you can get, that's fine. But it's good to learn where your meat is coming from and how it was fed and even how it was treated, in my opinion. And then we got 4 eggs here in the pan now. Now, on typical days that I work, I usually eat 3 times a day, just because my job is so physically demanding. And then on days that I don't work, I usually eat just twice in a day. So on those days, I'll probably have more like 5 eggs, maybe 5 pieces of bacon. But yeah, just because it's a work day, I usually, have a smaller breakfast because I'm going to be having a little bit at lunch. And then I usually have a light, very lightly brewed green tea that I take to work with me with lemon juice and my collagen that I stick inside there. And as you can see, we got the eggs, just grill them up nice in all this grease and let it absorb that grease up in that egg because we are not afraid of fat or cholesterol because this is our source of energy. This is our source of fuel for the day. We don't do any carbohydrates in the carnivore diet, so I'm telling you guys, don't be afraid of the fat and cholesterol that you eat this way. And that right there is breakfast. So good, decent amount of food, and pretty much that's it. All right, so lunchtime, I usually have some burgers that I cooked from the night before. I happen to have some chopped up meat, some carne asada from last night that I just cooked up knowing that I would need it for lunch today. And I'm going to cook that in the grease, the bacon grease, because there's a lot of bacon grease left over from this morning. And again, we're just getting that good fat in here. And I'm not going to eat all this. I'm probably just going to have a little bit. Yeah, that's about all. I'm just putting it in the pan. I don't use a microwave. Microwaves are terrible. I never would put anything in a plastic container and then put it in the microwave because that's just a recipe for health disasters. And that's pretty much all I do for lunch. Just a quick bite. I don't need a lot because, I had a decent sized breakfast. I'll have a decent sized dinner. And like I said, on days that I don't work, I just have the breakfast and then the dinner because I'm not really needing as much energy, you could say. But I'm just kind of still, working this out, filling this out. A lot of carnivores don't feel the need to eat as often because the fat is so satiating that you really just don't need to be eating as often. You got energy from all that good fat, and that's pretty much it you need. All right, end of the day, what do I eat for the last? So I've got that beef left from lunch, and I could eat the whole thing, and that would be a decent meal. And here's the thing. So usually with carnivore, they say you eat until it stops tasting good. You eat until you are full. And in the morning, I don't really do that because I have a certain amount that I'm consuming. Same with lunch. I'm not consuming as much as I can until it doesn't taste good. But my last meal, I'm more in that mindset because it's the end of the day. I'm able to enjoy my food. And to be honest, a lot of times at the end of the day, I'll eat like a pound of sometime of ground up meat. This right here, this is so good. It is ground wild boar, free range. It is amazing. Lots of good fat in this. I might just grill this up and enjoy it tonight. Another one, just so you know, what that I enjoy is ground up lamb. Lamb has got like 23 grams of fat per serving, and it's easily eating the entire thing. I eat like maybe one of these, or one of these size-wise a day easily. But portion-wise, that's basically what I eat on a typical work day. A pound, pound and a half of red meat, got the breakfast. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm curious about just, how a lot of people who go carnivore, they say they only eat, once a day or twice a day, and I'm curious about that. But right now, that's what I'm looking at as far as a typical day on carnivore.